Hey, what is up guys? It's Phone Takeover here with another video, and in this video I'm going to be speaking about my one-day review and everything I learned and noticed with the iPhone 10 after one day of usage. Alright guys, so there's the iPhone 10, and the fastest way to unlock the phone for me is just tapping on the phone, looking at it, and then I'm in. Super fast. But you can just hold the phone, look at it, and then you're unlocked. It's taking some time here because I'm using a tripod here, and it's probably blocking the true depth camera from seeing my face. Just gonna do it one more time, tapping on the phone, and yeah, I'm in. I didn't notice any issue with the Face ID there, except sometimes it did fail. Maybe when I woke up, I mean, it was kind of, I don't know, because when I wake up, my eyes are kind of smaller, and probably it had some issue there. But after the second try, it worked. Just like Touch ID, guys, sometimes it fails because of all the fingerprints you have on the thing on the reader. So yeah. Another thing, guys, is reachability. So reachability works this way: you swipe down from the bottom, and then you've got reachability. You swipe up, and you go back normally. So it's easy. I'm using it sometimes. Sometimes though, it was easier on the older iPhones. Double tapping is easier than swiping down. As you can see, it's not really happening, which is weird. Yeah, you should really, I don't know, swipe from the very bottom there. So yeah. It was easier on the double tapping was easier there. And battery life, guys, to be honest, I've been using the phone in low power mode, as the speed of the phone in low power mode is almost as fast as regular, so you don't really feel a difference there, which I do like there. And yeah, so basically I've been using the phone for 18 hours, but I charged it overnight, so usage since the last charge is like about 4 hours 36 minutes, which is really good. And I'm still at 47% there, guys, if you can see it. So yeah, that's another issue. You can't really see the percentage if you're not on the control center there. So here you can't really see it. Another thing, guys, what I've seen on reviews online is that you just hold the app there and wait until it vibrates. The haptic engine vibrates basically, and then you're multitasking. But another thing, guys, is the multitasking there. So what I've seen online is that people are just holding the phone, like holding there just for a while, and then accessing multitasking tray. But for me, I found an easier way. Like, let's say I'm in this app now, and as you can see, the processor is at 1.8 gigahertz because I'm using low power mode. So I'm just gonna go regular there, and anyway, yeah. So it won't refresh. Anyway, the thing is that, guys, you have this way to swipe between apps, but I figured out that you can just do that. So just like 3D touching, but it's not 3D touching, just doing that instead of you wait for a sec and you're in multitasking. It's kind of faster than waiting there. So that's better. Closing apps, I thought at the beginning that you just close the apps by clicking with the minus there, but basically you could just swipe as well. You can swipe to close the apps or click. So you've got both ways there. Just like if you're a fan of old iPhones, you can close the apps just like you used to before the iOS 7. So it really works there. Alright guys, so let's talk camera here. So I did take some portrait selfies here, and I do like it, to be honest. It's good. Like it's useful, but just taking selfie and blurring the background, it's good. It's accurate there. I mean, because it tells you to stand in the middle, and everything in the background just blurred there, as you can see. But maybe some of my hair as well. I don't think so. And actually, maybe it was good. It was good. And you've got other modes, and like studio lighting, and stuff, lighting and all. And you've got a black and white one. So it's good, but don't see point of taking selfie like this, because basically if you're taking selfie, you're showing people where you are. In this case, it's this picture or just a regular selfie. Alright guys, another interesting feature there is the animojis here. So basically if you want to send something, you're supposed to look at the phone, and if you just look away, it tells you immediately that, hey, you're not looking. So just bring your face into the view, and then you speak basically. So at the moment now, guys, I'm talking, and You can use plenty of animals here. I'm not sure if that's a cat. It did lag because I moved away, so it stopped there. Because the tripod is blocking my face, basically. I'm trying my best to show you guys what I'm doing. Yeah, it is actually fun, and I've been using it for a while now, just sending my friends some of these animojis. Is really funny. As you can see, I'm smiling here. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to be running a processor benchmark here for fun though. I mean, you guys probably want to know the score of the iPhone 10 here. So I won't be skipping through. It's super fast here. It's almost done. Only 10 seconds, 11. So 12 seconds and the phone was done. There you have it guys, that's the score. Single core score is 4,294, multi-core score is 10,419, which is exactly what you're going to find on the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. Multi-core score wise is 4,000 more than the iPhone 7 for example, like I compared in the previous video. And I'm gonna link this video in the description if you want to check iPhone 8 versus 7. And yeah, so it's really doing well there. Single core score is better than all of the phones on the market. So single core, this phone is even better than the iPhone 6s multi-core. So this phone is even better than some 13-inch MacBooks there on the market, which is really amazing there. Another thing, guys, I noticed on the phone is okay, some apps now are pushing updates to support the iPhone 10. There, as you can see, the iPhone 10. A lot of apps are pushing that, but the problem is that some apps don't yet support it. For example, let's pick BBM for the example here. And as you can see, there are some black bars at the top and the bottom because you probably it's not optimized yet. And the other problem is some apps where you can purchase with your fingerprint, or just put your finger there and purchase, don't support the Face ID yet. So you're just you're supposed to type your password every single time until they optimize it for the Face ID. So that's the thing, guys. Another thing I would like to mention, guys, is it took some time because I wasn't looking. I was looking through the camera. So another thing, guys, here is when you actually go to camera and pick up the quality here, as you can see, guys. So if you're recording at 1080p, for example, 30 frames per second, 60 megabytes per minute and stuff. So let's say 170 megabytes for 4K at 30 frames per second, high resolution. But then if you go for for 4K 60 frames per second, which is what this phone about, you actually use more than double what the 4K 30 frames per second consumes. So basically, is it worth it? I'm gonna compare in a later video 4K 30 frames per second to 4K 60 frames per second on this device to see if the difference is worth that, like 2.5 times or 2.3 times the space there. So in my case, I'm recording at 4K 30 frames per second to save up some space. And you can go for 24 frames per second, but no, I'm sticking to 30 until I see the difference between the 4K 60 and 30. If the difference is that good, I'm going to stay at 60, but probably, guys, you're not gonna want to stay at 60 all the time because maybe you're just shooting something like, I don't know, recording a family occasion or something, and you don't really want to have 60 frames there. So just for a memory, 30 frames will do. And one thing, guys, I didn't like here when you entered or as want to write something, for example, guys, and you want to change, if you happen to know more than one language and you want to change, in this example I have English Australia, English US, sometimes instead of clicking here and just scrolling, I'm kind of making a mistake there and just swiping up, clicking by the wrong way and just ending up leaving the app this way. That's some inconvenience there, but I'm gonna get used to it. That's another thing, and as well as the control panel there, I'm not really used to that. I'm always swiping from the bottom, like seeing nothing, understanding there that it's wrong. So everything is like, with time you're gonna get used to it. The phone is really good, didn't notice any issue, the battery is great, and I love it. So yeah, regarding True Tone, guys, I did turn it off because I don't know, I read online that it uses some more battery there, but it's really good. Actually, if you get used to it, you can't really live without it, basically. It's really cool, but I'm trying to just forget about it there so I can get some extra juice out of the battery there. Alright guys, so that was the iPhone 10 one-day review. Hope you guys like the video. And if you want to see anything particular about the iPhone 10 or comparisons, just drop a comment down below. Like the video, subscribe for more content, and peace out, guys.